True love isn't exciting. It can actually come off to outside people as quite boring and mundane. This is because love, and when I mean true love, I mean unconditional love, is the default. It is the most fundamental unifying force in the entire universe, in all of creation. And because of that, it goes unseen. Just like atoms are part of everything, we lose sight of the existence of atoms, or we don't even really perceive atoms because they are in everything. It is ubiquitous. The same thing is with love. True love, unconditional love, is not fiery and passionate. That is romantic love. That has its place. That's not to say that passion and romantic love is not a wonderful, beautiful thing that we should all experience, or is a wonderful thing for many people to experience throughout their different incarnations, okay? But unconditional love has no conditions. Romantic love is conditional. By its very nature, by its definition, it is rooted in sexual, magnetic, polarized attraction, usually between the masculine and feminine polarities, manifest in male, female, non-binary, whatever it may be. Okay? But unconditional love is something that transcends romantic love. It transcends the binary, the magnetic connection and passionate, fiery romance that we like to think of when we use the word love, when I love somebody. Okay? Because again, you can love your neighbor, you can love other people, you can love your children. That is different than the magnetic, polarizing, more exciting and invigorating love that we write movies about. Because that love, unconditional, true love, is in everything. And it is what binds and contains everything. It is what makes sure that there is no true separation between you and you and us and all of creation. Understand? So when you have unconditional love, it is very easy to take it for granted. Take for granted that there is unconditional love keeping us within creation, keeping us alive at this very moment. Because we inherently and subconsciously, whatever, believe that, to a certain extent, as human beings, that creation is just created and then it just goes on without any kind of reinforcement. But as you understand with all of creation, right, things need to be maintained. No matter what it is, even matter, even rocks are exchanging and evolving, exchanging itself with the environment. The atoms from a rock are exchanging with its environment and vice versa. Okay? So nothing is ever truly static. Everything's in a state of flux. And if everything's in a state of flux, that means reality is consistently rendering, constantly reinforcing itself. And if that is the case, that means that every moment that you are alive is another conscious choice by creation, by God, by all of us, and not just talking about the Abrahamic God. I'm talking about the all, the one, the universe, Brahman, Vishnu, whatever you want to call it. Okay? The Tao, the way, everything, consciousness, infinite. It's all the same thing to me. When I say God, that's what I mean. So every moment that you are alive in existence is an expression, a manifestation of unconditional love. Because you are part of creation. You are here. You exist. To exist is unconditional love. And to love someone or something unconditionally, one, it is non-discriminatory, meaning that you will love everything unconditionally or you will love nothing unconditionally. Understand? Because to love something unconditionally and not other things unconditionally is to have a condition, which makes it conditional love. And a conditional, unconditional love is an oxymoron. Unconditional love is a frequency. It is a state of being. It is not a directed, biased choice in that way. Now you can choose to access that field, but it is the unconditional love that is at the foundation of reality. So it is more about, it is not something that you do or take an action towards. It is more of a letting go. It is more of a loosening the constraints on your very finite being, on your perception, on the energy that flows through you from source naturally. Understand? So unconditional love is about taking away the limitations that hold you, that bind you in conditional love or conditional praise or moods or whatever it may be. We are finite beings, so we are by very nature biased and conditional. We are finite, we are transient. We will return back to source in time when we so choose at the physical, spiritual, and mental levels. But to fully access that unconditional love, which is we're all doing, we're all part of this path, right? No one is perfect, we're all moving towards it. To get closer to that is to lift the conditions we place on other people, to forgive ourselves and other people. These are the things that that the great sages, including Jesus, taught as well. Again, I am not a Christian. I am not a proponent of the Abrahamic religions, but I do appreciate the teachings of Jesus. I appreciate the teachings of Lao Tzu, right? And of Buddha, because I believe that these great sages have incredible teachings, though some of their teachings have been distorted by organized religion, and that's a whole other conversation, but we're getting back to the point, right? I appreciate the teaching specifically of Jesus, who talked about love, because of forgiveness is one incredible component of unconditional love, is to be able to forgive others and to forgive ourselves, because we are all one and the same. We're all part of the same thing. So if you're trying to love unconditionally, or if you're trying to access love and you feel separated, you feel lonely, you feel isolated, you feel lesser than, notice how you are placing conditions on love, how you feel you need to be a certain way, or other people need to be a certain way, or to do certain things to receive love. That is conditional. Identifying the conditions you have placed on love for you, for yourself and other people, and learning how to dissolve and heal those boundaries internally through the inner work.